I'm whispering this because the last time that I did my Beetlejuice Skullector doll set review, I did an Usagle Juice intro, and Usagi now responds to Usagle Juice. Watch. Usagle Juice! Usagle Juice! Usagle Juice! Hello everyone and welcome in. This upload we are going to be reviewing the Beetlejuice Monster High Skullector set. This is the second Beetlejuice Skullector set that has come out from Monster High in their Skullector series. But before we get into the doll review, I want to take a moment to thank all of my current subscribers who have been tuning into my channel and showing support. Thank you so much. And if you're new to my channel and you like the content, whether it be the doll reviews or gameplays, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you're enjoying the vibes. It really helps me out. Now, let's get into the doll review. But before, I keep saying, but before we get into the doll review, but really, before we get into the doll review, this set is supposed to be based on the second Beetlejuice movie, Beetlejuice. Now, I don't recall the movie very, I guess I don't have it fresh in my head right now because I've seen it when it first came out, and that was a while ago, and I haven't seen it again since then. So this is supposed to be based on those dolls during the wedding scene towards the end of the movie. But I'm curious, before we get into the dolls, which movie you preferred. Do you like the first one better, the second one better? Let me know in the comments below. And was this your favorite scene of the movie? Ooh, I'm like spitting everywhere, sorry. But we are gonna start with the box as always. So the box itself, Mattel did change it to the new like window opening box set. It seems like that's what the Skullectors have come to now. So on the very front, you get the black matte, solid black matte kind of background, and then you get the prototypes in a glossy full-blown picture, and then you got the Beetlejuice logo at the top, and that's also gloss-like with the Skullector and Mattel's logo. As you turn to one side, you get the prototype, and this is kind of like the same kind of correlation that you see across all of the Skullector dolls. And then on the back, you get the scene of the movie, but you have the dolls actually posed in that position, which I think is a really nice kind of promotion kind of picture, and that they put on here with the wedding cake in the church and all that. And then on one side, the other side, you get the Beetlejuice logo. As you open it up, like I said, it opens like the kind of like sliding windows, or are they French doors? I don't know, you guys. I always feel like when I start recording, I don't know what I'm trying to reference, but you guys know what I'm trying to reference. I know you know. So we get the dust cover as always, and I got two of these. So one I do have on Amazon that's coming. So, but I don't have it yet. It's not coming till March. So I did open this one for the review. But on the inside, you get that church scene like I had mentioned, and they are displayed here. And it's just a really neat background because of course the dolls are in their wedding outfits, so of course you're gonna have them in that scene, the background scene. And I just like looking through the bags because Monster High likes to put cobwebs and like little hints of their logos in there, and I like to look around to see what they have. I don't think, oh yeah, the Skullets are right here in the top, which I really like that Monster High does with their kind of background artwork. Then on the back, you get the description. If you want to pause and read here, you may. But other than that, that's kind of like what you get with all of these Skullector dolls. And then on one side, you get Lydia. The other, you get Beetlejuice. And I mean, it's the consistency with the Skullector dolls, right? But that is the box itself. Okay, so now that we reviewed the box, these dolls do come with doll stands as well, which I really appreciate for all the Monster High Skullector dolls and collector dolls. They like to include the stands with them, and they're just like the generic Monster High stands. I feel like with some of them, they give the stands more of a unique vibe with the whole collector like theme, but I feel like they pick and choose which ones they want to keep with the generic Monster High. And maybe they're doing a generic one moving forward just to save on some costs. I don't know, maybe. But they also come with the certificate of authenticity, which I really like. It's a thicker, like cardstock maybe, with foil, silver foil on there, and you get the Skullector logo with the Beetlejuice logo. And it just basically certifies your dolls, and it was designed by Rebecca Shipman. Which I'm surprised because I don't see a harness on either of them. No, that's no shade if you're watching Rebecca, but usually if Rebecca does design them, I see a harness on the dolls. But I do appreciate the thicker, high quality certificate of authenticity. Now we're gonna get into the dolls, and I'm gonna start with the one that I don't know. I'm gonna start with the one that's my least favorite of the two, but still is a nice doll. And that is going to be Beetlejuice themselves. So of course, the Beetlejuice doll we have in the gender bend form, because of course Beetlejuice is male in the movie, but in doll form, they have them as a girl. Or I don't know what the pronouns are that this Beetlejuice is representing, but I'm gonna assume she, her, they, them. But anyways, I'm going off into a total different area that doesn't need to be gone into. But we are going to start with the shoes. And the shoes, I don't like. I mean, the shoes, they're all white. They are open-toed. And at first I thought that it was all one shoe, like a closed boot. But then when I looked closer, the shoe was an open toe, and it's white matching with the skin of the doll itself. And for me, it kind of takes me out of it. And I don't know why it takes me out of it, but I do like the overall design of it, but I don't know. It's just too white for me. I do like the details in it, and I like the beetle with, I'm assuming that's a beetle with a hammer. Was that in the movie? I don't remember. I'm so sorry. And then we have the Beetlejuice gravestone, which I really do appreciate that being an object heel. I know a lot of people don't like the object heels, but I am the one that does like them. I guess I'm in the rare 1% that likes the object heels. But as we go to the actual outfit itself, this bottom part of the Beetlejuice outfit is a onesie. And it's separate from the top here. So let's just start with the bottom part of this like onesie. We get a red stretchy fabric. Maybe it's a little bit of polyester in there. But I like the printed, well, they're not printed, they're actually in the actual outfit itself. So the actual design of beetles going throughout the whole red and black stripes, and that's also going to correlate to the top, which we'll get into in a little bit. But I do like that design. So the top here is sewed in, and it is also that kind of stretchy polyester fabric, and it does have these ruffles, which I really like there too, and a collar. And then I love that the bow is a plastic black bow with the skullet there. I like that, but I was like, oh, it's all one piece. So does that mean the sleeves are one piece too? So when I opened it up, there's no sleeves. It's like a cutoff. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that kind of takes me out of it. But I mean, I wish they were separate pieces, and then the top was, and I get it, maybe because it's 2 dolls, they had to cut somewhere, but I don't know. I don't like that. For me, it was just like oh, okay. But overall, I do like it. I just wish it was separate pieces. The fabric quality is fine for me. The jacket, I love the jacket. The jacket has this pleather inside on the top here and on the bottom tails, as you can see. But the actual vest or jacket part does not have that lining on the inside. It just has this kind of, I don't know. I guess it's not lined. I guess you could say with another fabric, you can actually see through it, but you have that same kind of design as the pants, with the darker reds, lighter red stripes, and then the beetles going throughout it all, which I do like. And then, like I had mentioned, the sleeves also have a sewed in yellow part to kind of give the illusion of a long sleeve shirt underneath, which I wish they just had a long sleeve to begin with and not just sewed it into this jacket piece. And that's essentially the outfit here. Let's make our way up to the face. The face is beautiful. I love the face. It's always a clean, crisp print with Mattel Monster High. You get that same kind of green, throw-up-y, I hate to say it, throw-up-y kind of blush here on the cheeks. And then you also get it on the kind of forehead here, which would be kind of essentially maybe like baby hairs equivalent, but more of a throw-up-y design. But the eyes, I love the eyes and the lip colors, the Beetlejuice kind of vibes there, I really love. And then the earrings are, it looks like a person sitting in maybe like the waiting room of waiting for their name to be called because they died, and I guess they're figuring out why they died. Which I think is a neat design here. I don't know, maybe I would have picked something else. Maybe I would have picked the snakes again, like the first one. I don't know. I guess it breaks up the colors, right? By giving a black kind of earring. But then we get the headband, which gives that snake representation of the black and white. And then the hair itself is crimpled, and it's a nice kind of soft hairstyle. What I don't like about the hair is the layering. I feel like they cut it so weird. I feel like they were just like cut. And it's just like uneven. Like this side is shorter than this side, and I'm just like, I mean, just because it's Beetlejuice, you guys, doesn't mean it has to be asymmetrical or not even at all. and for me, I'm just like, man, that hair is so uneven. But I mean, to each their own, right? I guess it works since it's a Tim Burton Beetlejuice kind of vibe there. But then this Beetlejuice also comes with a heart that is the shape of a heart in a human body. And at first when I took it out, I was like, oh, how is this gonna stay? But then I noticed that they gave it a ring, a finger holder. So I love that they thought of that, and it's not flying everywhere. And I feel like it would be easily losable if it were for someone like me that's an unboxer and I wanted to keep it with the doll. So I'm glad that they did think about it, and that heart has a translucent kind of feel to it as well, and it includes designs of veins and a heart. I do wish that there were some other call-outs, maybe some purple for the veins and stuff, but I mean, I'm not complaining on that part. I'd rather the outfit be more higher quality than an accessory, but that's me. Now we're gonna move on to Lydia. So Lydia is my favorite of the two, and for Lydia, we're gonna start with her shoes, as always with all of our dolls. Her shoes are this red. Look at all the reds in the shoe. I feel like there's so much red in this doll, and I don't know if that's a good thing. But anyways, she has a red kind of I don't know. What kind of shoe is that, you guys? I'm not... The only shoe I know, guys, is tennis shoes and sandals. That's all I know. And I'm sorry. I'm going to say it's a heel. A heel shoe. It's a cute shoe. But I do love the designs on the shoe too. You get like spider webs in the front. I'm not too sure if you can see it, but I'm gonna give you B film as always to get a closer look. And then she does have the object heels of the artwork of her stepmom. Do I recall seeing these in the second movie? I don't know, but I would correlate these more with the first movie. But I mean, it is what it is. And then she has these red socks that go, and they're not like a stockings like how you would see in some other Monster High dolls that go over the waist. These are just like thigh high socks. And I actually like that. I don't think I would mind it going over the waist, but I feel like it gives you more versatility with this doll. And also if you wanted to switch it with any other dolls. Her dress is probably my favorite out of the set. Out of everything, I guess. Her dress is the wedding dress that was in the movie, but it is so red, you guys. Like, this doll is so red. But she does have 3 layers to the bottom of her dress. Well, I would say 3 layers to the bottom, 2 to the top. So the bottom layer has this kind of tapered bottom, but it's not really tapered. It's more of like a clean tapered, I guess you can say. Let me try to get a better lighting here because it's so red. The red is like not even focusing, but you get a thicker fabric at the bottom layer, which I really appreciate. And then we get this kind of sheer, more tapered, blood-like gooey second middle layer, and that has kind of what I would say just red circles, or are they supposed to be blood? I don't know. I think it's just like polka dots for this doll. I don't know what they're supposed to represent. Maybe I need to take a closer look at her dress in the film. Correction. Her bottom layer skirt has 4 layers. So the next layer is another kind of sheer, well, I wouldn't say sheer, maybe a netted. They're netted fabrics. And it's just a plain one on top, and then you get this 4th smaller layer on top. And then, as you can see, her dress comes up with the overlayering of that kind of netted fabric. And then you can also see that the bottom layer of the dress is there too. And then that same top layer with the netted fabric goes through her sleeves and opens up to here. And then she also has a bow, and her bow has a skullet and also those spiderweb vibes, kind of to match with the Beetlejuice. I just feel like this doll is so red, and I don't know if I like that. I wish they had some a black belt, and I feel like with the object heels, they're already kind of tailoring it to be Monster High, so I feel like a skullet belt, black belt, would have broken it up a little bit more. I wonder if Draculaura has a belt. Give me a second. I'm going to take a look in my collection to see if Draculaura has a black belt that I can see how it looks. Let me check.
A few moments later.
Okay, so looking through my collection, the only Draculaura that had kind of like a black belt was the Valentine's Day one. And I think this is too thick for this doll. Let's see. I mean, it kind of works, but I feel like it's too thick for her. But while I was looking at my other dolls, I saw Greta had a black belt, and Greta's black belt is kind of like a studded belt, and I think that might work better with this doll. Let me put it on and we're gonna see. But it's gonna go back onto Greta because I'm not gonna break up Greta's outfit like that, because Greta, I like her better than this doll. So it's gonna go back on her. Sorry. But I do like this. Like, this looks like a lot better, I think. Like, breaking it up, right? Like, I feel like there's just too much red in this doll. I feel like it's not even focusing on camera because it's so red. But for this video, I'm gonna leave it on because I feel like that looks better to me just overall. Or maybe like even a black bow. I don't know. I get it that they're trying to be more movie accurate and including the whole red outfit, but okay. But anyways, I digress. Moving on to the face. The face itself, oh my goodness, so good. I love the face that they kept the face of the first Skullector. Of course, they kept the face with this one. They just kind of changed up the color scheme. But, so good. Lydia's face print has always been a good face print representing the Tim Burton vibes with the Monster High collabs. And then the lip is really neat too, a nude lip. She doesn't have earrings, but she does have holes for them. So I wonder, I don't know. I feel like she needs earrings. They could have put black earrings in this doll. I don't know what they would have put, but I mean, maybe a book, black book. I don't know, you guys. But, or maybe even if it was a skullette, a black skullette, it would look nice on it. But anyways, moving up to her hair, we get the signature Lydia hair with those kind of jagged bangs, and they are very gelled because they need to get it to style that way. And then once again, the hair, like, what? Like, look at this long piece of hair that's so random from this ponytail. And I was like, why didn't you just cut it? And then as I lifted it up more, I was like, ooh, they butchering the hair. And I guess, I mean, her hair wasn't really greatly cut to begin with. So I guess they were just saying, it works, slap it on. And I mean, I'm not mad, but I'm mad, if you get what I'm saying. I kind of want a clean doll. Like, I don't want to see this dangly long piece of rooted hair coming out. Like, it kind of bothers me to where I want to cut it. But I guess I understand why they were just like, Tim Burton, Beetlejuice. Their hair's crazy anyways. But anyways, she has a veil, and I love the veil. It is that same kind of fabric as on top of the dress, and it has 2 layers. And overall, it's a beautiful doll. It really is. It's just very red. And I'm gonna keep saying it. It's very red. She does come with an accessory, and the accessory here is a Monster High collab with the skullettes in there and the flowers, and it dangles off. I don't know what is it vines? Kind of like vines slipping off, and it's in a bouquet, but the bouquet is a webbed shape, and it does pop off, and you can put something little in there if you want. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like they could have removed this and added more color. I don't know, the accessories to this doll set isn't wow for me. But I mean, it's just red. Like, this is red too. They could have added black onto here. I don't know why they didn't. And that's just me nitpicking. It's me being me and just seeing so much red. But overall, it's cute. So that's essentially it for these 2 dolls. What would I rate them? So I'm gonna rate them individually, and then I'm gonna rate them separately. So I think as a set, I'm gonna say as a set, I'd give it a 7. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. And for Beetlejuice, Y'all, I don't know why I'm taking so long. I think it's because I'm just like, well... I don't know, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say 7.5 out of 10 for the set. Beetlejuice, I'm going to give a 7. No. I'm gonna give a 6.5 out of 10. I'm gonna give a 6.5 out of 10. I don't like the shoes are all white. I don't like that. And I don't like that this is one, the bottom outfit is one. And I don't like that the shirt is cut off and they try to imitate it for the sleeves here. I don't like that. I also don't like the hair it's cut off, like one side's longer, one side's not on that side. But other than that, overall, it's okay. And you're like, you just gave all these negative points and now you're saying it's okay. But I like the doll. So, but overall 6.5. I do wish that they did add an actual long sleeve and they had it separate from each other. That would have made it better for me. And then I also wish they added, I feel like if it was an open toe, they should have added different colors. If it was a closed toe, I think I would have had a different perspective of it, but it's open. So it's like, oh, open toe. Okay. But that's me. Now, Lydia, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. So I do like Lydia. She's the best one of the two. And I just overall love her outfit. And I love it. It's a high quality dress. The stockings are cute. The face printing's cute. I think everything on this doll is great. My points that I would like to fix is adding a black belt to break up the dress. The hair, I wish it was a little bit cleaner. But I mean, I guess it works. It works. I might change it to an 8.5 out of 10 now that I'm talking about it. I just wish they added more black to this dress. And then they also made the bag, the flower bag, also red. So it's just a lot of red. And I'm going to keep saying it. And then her earrings, like they gave her holes for it. And I think the first one she didn't have earrings either. But I wish they gave her earrings. So at 8.5 out of 10, overall, a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10 for the set. But anyways, that was my review on the Beetlejuice Skullector set. Let me know if you were able to get them. I feel like this drop was really well. Mattel Creations sold out quickly, but they outsourced to Amazon, and Amazon had it was a mess. It was a mess to start with, but they did have quite a bit of stock because it did come back for pre-order. And then I also saw that Big Bad Toy Store had them up for pre-order as well. So there's stock out there. So I feel like the drop, if you wanted it, you got one. You were able to get one. And I hope that's the case with other Skullectors going forward, because it made it it was stressful at first because we didn't know how many sets were going to be out there. But now seeing it with this drop, I feel like it was a success for all those who wanted to get them. But let me know if you were able to get them. Let me know if you prefer the first Skullector set better than this one, or vice versa. Let me know your thoughts on the movie, if you enjoyed the movie, or if you enjoyed the first movie better, or if they were both kind of equal to you. For me, I enjoyed the first movie because of the nostalgia, and I grew up with it. The second movie, I thought it was okay. But anyways, thank you for coming in. And as always, I hope you have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at today. And remember to stay kind to yourself as well as to others. Simply Rye.